This is one of the most popular villages in my Pinterest. We spawn here, and to get to the village, we need to swim across the river, and then we meet 19 buildings, beautiful biomes. In the center of the village, portal and forge. Already at the start, we have a lot of fields to steal food. Let's start with the portal. We'll have to dig to find the chest. It takes many times longer than I expected. I even had to turn on spectator mode to find the chest, but I still can't find it. Is it even possible for a ruined portal to spawn without a chest? I've dug through almost the entire ruined portal, and the chest was never here. But we have to gold blocks. I hope the forge does not disappoint us. So in forge we have armor, the first 5 bars of iron, and a little gold. The whole village is quite large. Beautiful cherry biome and snow biome. This is how it all looks beautiful. But right under the village, under such coordinates you will find a spawner and small resources. Well, and then I wish you good luck in survival. New village, new spawn, and then we have to forges at once. Once and twice behind beautiful mountains. And let's check. First forge, armor iron sword, obsidian and 5 gold bars. Second forge, we have armor and 3 more iron. Super start on tools. What do we have next? Fields with food. By the way, some houses are very nice hidden in the mountain. There we have a swamp biome, some winter. And also here we have a village. But here for the bravest, pillager outpost. And if you manage to interrupt everyone, you can get these resources. Now, we will have a pirate village. And we're spawning right here, in this canyon. Getting out of here, that's going to be a challenge. But at the same time, if you clean it, you will get a lot of cool starter resources. And here is the village. And I think everyone understands why I call it pirate. We got some lava here, only 8 buildings. But there's also a portal, where I immediately spotted 2 blocks of gold, and almost a full set of gold armor. If, by the way, we use these 2 blocks, you can get a full set of gold armor and a sword with sharpness. And here is our pirate ship. Just think how cool it would be to equip it in your base, and then waiting for us. Treasure map and some books. Let's follow the map. I guess we're going there. And somewhere here, there will be a treasure waiting for us. Well, let's search. It's strange, but even in spectator mode, I can't see the chest. Alright, in that case, we'll just skip this idea. I added this village mainly because of the cool biome combination. Here we have a spawn, and immediately portal. Not a single gold block to be found here. There are some resources here, farmer. Jungle. There are only 14 buildings in this village. 1 forge. And in the forge there is only 1 iron. Some food and armor. And I like seed because here, we're greeted by this kind of biome. I wonder if there are any brave ones who managed to survive using only this biome. There are no trees here. Absolutely nothing. But as far as I know, there are really good mines here. By the way, it's pretty beautiful right here. And again, our favorite cherry blossom biome. Our spawn is right here, among the trees. And we have a completely small village. But it's right in the center of the mountains, surrounded by the cherry blossom biome. Just look how beautiful it looks. Here is just the perfect place for your base. And you don't have to run far. We don't have a forge here. But there's food. And really, what else do you need? Trees, and then immediately your base. There you can mine the first resources. Lava. I really love this seed. And perhaps in one of the videos, I will start to survive on it. Looks like we also have a deep mine. You can just keep descending all the way down to reach the diamonds. This is how it all looks beautiful. But here we finish. Dangerously. Another seed for the daredevils. Check out the spawn. Here you can immediately collect coal. And we'll have to cross the mountain to find this beautiful village. Completely small but useful. Let's start right at the blacksmith. We have iron pickaxe and iron armor. And some food. Further portal. A hole to gold blocks. And then a set of tools and even more gold. And obsidian. Which is probably enough to make a portal to the nether. Well, of course, why not make the task even more challenging? And here is pillager outpost. By the way, pay attention. Beautiful mountains. Great place for base. Only have to be very careful. Let's see what resources they have here. Almost nothing useful except this thing here. New village you spawn. Here. And that's our beautiful village. By the way, that's why I added it. There were floating islands here. You can reach them by water like this. And you can build a great bridge between them, and a great base. Only have to run there here for the village. Village small. Completely useless except for the portal. Time to check out the portal. Gold block. Armor. For gold bars and some starter tools. Quite a lot of pumpkins have spawned here. By the way, here is also a good place for a base. If we level all of this out. And here we have a savanna biome. Which by the way no one likes. And our village. Immediately look at the portal. 2 blocks of gold. Useless armor for horse. Golden apple and armor for us. Watermelon. It's looking quite beautiful here. But we have no more utility. And how could you not stare at these gorgeous mountains? Now, we spawn right underwater. And directly to the portal. 1 gold block. 2 whole pickaxes. And this is a great start. With a bit of armor too. Why did I add this village? We're greeted there by 2, 3, whole 3 blacksmiths. Check out every single one. We accidentally destroyed the chest. And here we have 2 iron pickaxes and armor. We go to the next. Some food. And more armor. Pretty decent set. Just missing the chest plate. A lot of flat territory for the base. There we have a swamp. And this is how the village looks from high. I think even if the blacksmith has bad loot, if there's a blacksmith, the village immediately becomes good. Spawn right in the swamp. We are greeted by a portal, gold block, useless carrot and armor. Alright, let's say there are 3 iron ingots. Next, we see the blacksmith, fast moving. Nothing useful except gold. I like this village because of the mountains. Here to remove only these to pieces. And excellent territory for the base. Here you can build a glass house. Here is the continuation of our village. A little food. But you'll have to climb pretty hard to reach it. That's how village looks. Here we are already spawned on the new village. Just massive ones. Massive mountains. Here we have a winter biome, forest, forge, portal. I really like the combination of mountains and winter biome. And then we have to hold diamonds, which I would personally spend on a sword. Next, 4 iron ingots, which I would spend on a pickaxe, and a little gold. Be careful, hostile mobs will be roaming there. Better to light this territory with torches right away. And here we are met by a portal. To gold blocks. Useless hoe. Also gold axe. And more obsidian. I think obsidian is just enough to complete the portal. This is how beautiful the village looks. Again we will spawn in the water. And just a huge village. Where there are approximately 28 buildings. And this is a very large scale for the village. If usually we meet around 14. Unfortunately, there's no blacksmith or portal here, but there are some beautiful flowers. True, very wholesome, yes. There's a huge double field right there. I do not know if you would survive in such a village where there is no forge of anything, but big in size. By the way, see how savanna biome fit in there.